Thank you. Today I would like to show you how to find the minimum values of w is equal to 2x1 plus 10x2 plus 8x3. This one is objective function and the other three they are constant function. So this one is the minimization problem. So today I would like to show you how to solve this one in the shortest way. So kindly subscribe and then click the bell to notify you when I upload any video. So this is the way. So after having this one, you have to form the argumented matrix. So you continue here to say, for this one you start with this one, the constant, these three they are constant function, this one is objective function. So for this one, you go and say, write 1. The coefficient of this one is 1, 1, 1, 1. This one is 2, negative 1, 2, 2. So coefficient for this one you write 1, 1, 1, then 6. You continue here, write this one is 0. Here write 1, 2, 8. Negative 1, 2, 2. Here we write the this one should be 4, so this one is 4. So this one is equation 1, equation 2 of argumented matrix, equation 3 of argumented. This one is dual function, so you are going to get your equation will be x1 minus x3 is equal to this one 2. So here I write this one here and that one is equal to 2. Here we continue x1 this one plus x2 plus 2x3 is equal to this 10. We continue this one, you see x1 plus 2x2 plus 2x3 is equal to this 8. So we continue this one, you see w is equal to 6x1 plus 8x2 plus 4x3. So these are the argumented matrix. So to write in the dual function, you come, you say this one you can write as x1 minus x3 less than or equal to 2. The other one is x1 plus x2 plus 2x3 less than or equal to 10. X1 plus 2x2 plus 2x3 less than or equal to 8. This one is dual constant, and then draw objective is this one, so we write this one will be this one is dual objective. So we can write this one in standard form. To write this one in standard form, we can come and say x1 minus x3 plus s1, you include s1, is equal to 2. The other equation will be x1 plus x2 plus 2x3 plus s2 is equal to 10. x1 plus 2x2 plus 2x3 plus s3 is equal to 8. These are there in standard form. This is duo objective. So to write the duo constraint, this one is to write the duo objective in standard form. So we say w minus, we take this one is sign with negative sign. So minus 6x1 minus 8x2 minus 4x3 is equal to 0. So this equation we are going to solve. So you can come here, we write basic, we write x1, x2, x3, s1, s2, s3. This one our solution. So here we write s1, x2, s3, then w. Here we can write this one coefficient on. This one is 0, negative 1, but doesn't have s2 and s3, but solution is equal to 2. When we come here, we have 1, 2, doesn't have s1, it has s2, but doesn't have s3. Solution is equal to 10. When we come to the third equation, we can get 1, 2, doesn't have s1 and s2, but has s3. So solution is equal to 8. When we come here, we get negative 6, negative 8, negative 4, but doesn't have s1, s2, and s3. So this one is 0, 0, 0, 0. So after this one, you see the key row. This is a key row. We identify the most negativity. So this one is the most negative. Take this one. On the key row, we find the smallest one. So you take 8 divided by 2, you get 4. 10 divided by 1, 10. 2 divided by 0. So anytime you see number you divide by 0, you get infinite. But when you divide 0 divided by any number, you get 0. So this one is biggest, followed by this one is smallest. So we take this one. Alright. So we can start here. That one. Yeah, okay. After we start that one, you can come here. This one will come here, and this one come here. So you can write here basic x1. This one will be s3, x3, x1, s2, s3, b. So for this one will be s1, s2, x2, then w. You can set by this one. We see 1 divided by 2, we get 1. 2 divided by 2, 1. 2 divided by 2, 2. 0 divided by 2, 0. This one is 0. A half. 8 divided by 2, we get 4. So we use this one to solve this row. So we are going to say the only value, this one, minus this one, or we can say 1 minus in the bracket 0 times this one divided by 5 volt. 5 volt is equal to 1, this one. 2 divided by 2 is the 5 volt. So we divide by 5 volt. So it will look like this one. The odd value, this one, this is the odd value. We take 1 minus in the bracket this 0 times this one divided by 541. So already we get 0. So here this row will remain the same. So we can get 1, 0, negative 1, 1, 0, 0, 2. But we can solve this one. For this one will be 1 minus, in the bracket, this 1 times 2, sorry, times this 1 divided by 1. So this one will be 0. It comes here, this one minus itself times this one. Get, still here we are going to get another 0. 0, 0. So we continue, we see 2 minus this one. 2 minus in the bracket 1 times this one divided by 1. So here we get 1. So when we come here we get 0 minus in the bracket 1 times 0. So we have said yes, so here we get 0. We continue. S2 say 1 minus 1. 1 minus in the bracket 1 times this is 0 divided by 1. So we get 1. We come here. S3 0 in the minus in the bracket 1 times this one a half divided by 541. We get half. So when we come here we say this 10 minus in the bracket 1 times 4. Here we get 6. We come here to find this one. This one will be negative 6 minus this one. So this one will be plus. So we say, because this one is negative, so we will change to positive. So we say 6, negative 6 plus in the bracket 8 times 1 divided by 1. So I think you can understand. This one you can see negative 6 minus in the bracket negative 8 times this one times 1. Okay, it seemed we had make a mistake here. So this one should be 1 divided by 2. This one should be half. So I think we did a mistake when I was writing. So this one should be negative 6 minus in the bracket negative 8 times this half divided by 541. So you get negative 2. Negative 6 plus in the bracket this 8 times 1 divided by 1. So this one will be negative 6 plus 8, 2. We come here. Sorry, this one should be 8 minus plus 8 itself, negative 8 minus in the bracket negative 8 times 1 divided by 1. So this one should be 0. So when you come here, you see negative 4 minus this 8 times 1 divided by 1. So already we are going to get 4. We come here, you see 0 plus 8 times 0 divided by, we get 0. Yes, 0 minus 8 times this, we get 0. We continue. 0 minus 8 times half, we get 4. We continue. You see, here still is 0. So this one is 0 minus 8 times 4 divided by 1, get that 2. So still this one is not minimum value because already we have a negative. This row should not have a negative. So this one is we need to go from the key column, the most negativity. So we find is this one. So from this one, so from the key, already we have identified our negativity, most negativity from our key row. So from the key row, so this one is not a key row, this one is a key row. So from the key row we identify the smallest. So you see 4 divided by a half, we get 8. 6 divided by 0, infinity. You see 2 divided by 1, 2. So from key row, this is a key row, key column. This one is key column, key row. So from key row we identify smallest. This one is smallest. So you can circle it. Yeah, that is our key. So we can write basic x1. So this one will exchange with this one. So this one will be x1, s3, x3, x1, s1, s2, s3, then b. So for this one will be x1, s2, I write it funny. Then this one is x1, this one is s2, this one is x2. So already these are we have solved this one, so we can't repeat this one. Then for w, so this one will be, we divide 1 divided by 1 and get 1, 0 divided by 1, so this one will remain the same because in divided by 1, 0, 0, 0, 2. But this one will, we can do something with this one. So this one will remain the same because we had already saved it. So already this one we are through with it. So this one is a half, 1, 1, 0, 0. This one is a half, 4. So we have to use this one to solve this one. So instead we can come direct here, we solve this one, but you can solve this one if you can. So you can say for this one, you can go and solve this one. So this one is S2. So for this one it would be 0 minus 0. So because this one would be 0, 0 minus 0 times this one half divided by 1. So this one will remain the same. So it can. So this one is 0 minus 0 times this one 1. So we can say 0 minus yes, you will be doing like this one. This one, the odd value is 0 minus 0 times this one divided by 1. You get the answer. So, but this one doesn't mean, so we can eliminate this one and we solve this one. So this one is the main one. So you can see negative 2 minus negative 2 times 1 divided by 1. So use this one getting 0. 0 minus this 2 times this one divided by 1. So here we we get 0. 0 because 0 minus 2 times 1 then so we get 0. We continue 4 minus this one times 1 divided by 1. Sorry, divided by this one, so you get negative. So we are going to multiply. For this one, we can repeat. This one will be negative 2 plus, because it's negative, negative 2 plus 2 times 1 divided by 1, so you can get 0. So for this one will be 0 plus this 2 times this 0 divided by 541, so you can get 0. So for this one will be 4 minus in the bracket negative 2 times this is negative 2 divided by 541. So here you are going to get 2. So we continue 0 minus this one times equal this one 1. So it's 0 times this one divided by this one get 2. So when you continue, you see 0 minus this one times 0. So any number with multiple by 0 get 0 already. You see 4 minus in the bracket negative 2 times 0, you get 0. So 4 minus 0, so you get this one will be remain 4. We come here that 2 minus in the bracket negative 2 times 2 divided by 1. So you can say this one will become 36. So you can say these are our solution, minimum solution. So this one will be x1, x2, x3, and this one will be our solution. So we put 2 x1 as 2, x2 as 0, and x3 as 4. To this, where is it? To this one. So we have said this one will be x1 is equal to 2, x2 is equal to 0, x3 is equal to 4. So you can straight. So this one will be 4, this one will be 0, this one will be 32 plus 4, 36. So already we can see our answer here is the minimum 36. So we can prove x1 is equal to 2, x2 is equal to 0, and x3 is equal to 4. So we can prove by our equation the objective function, so that we can check this one is the correct one. So that is 6 should be given by, when x1 is equal to 2, x2 is equal to 0, then x3 is equal to 4. When we come here, we substitute the same. 36 is equal to 2 times 2, that is 4, plus 10 times 0, 0, so you get 4, plus 8 times 4, 32, 32 plus 4, 36, 36 is equal to 36 there. So that way you can confirm and prove whether we are correct. So you can subscribe to this channel by clicking the bell, by clicking the subscription button, then the bell to notify you when I upload my video. Thank you. Just in case of any question, you can comment by introducing your question, so I will be solving those questions online. Thank you.